before we get started, does anyone need a charger? Charger, anyone? Yeah. Hey, so anyone else charger? No. So everyone else good with chargers? We good. Okay. Hey, so we gotta read today. We're gonna finish, not finish up, but continue on with our reading. Break you guys up. Wow, our table's actually pretty full, except for you guys, you two, and you two. Because we need at least 3. Your table, she usually comes in late. Man, what to do with all of you today? Alright, okay, so we have 3 groups of 2, alright? I know people are gonna probably show up late for the time being, but we need to get people around. So my 3 tables of 2, I'm gonna let you guys go and sit with someone else, okay? If you would like. If you don't move, then I'm just gonna move you. But if you see an open desk at a group of 3, go ahead and take it, all right? Or stay where you're at, and I will put you somewhere, okay? Or if you guys want to morph yourself. You can go to 10. Okay, that'll do. Alright, so if you haven't already, on Google Classroom, that should just been posted, Frankenstein Volume 2, Chapters 5 through 8. Your worksheet should look like this. Again, we've done this enough, they all look exactly the same except for the title changed, right? Alright. Again, sorry. Fairly certain I'm not contagious. I'm sure I'm fine. Hey, so 1 is, what has the monster learned? Also, what has the monster learned about himself? So, on page 64, that's where we're starting, okay? You would see in the instructions, but I'm saying it now, just so we're clear, we're on page 64. We are on page 64. And we're gonna read 3 pages this time, okay? We are gonna read 3 pages to answer 2 questions, okay? So we are gonna read from 64, 65, and 66. 66 doesn't have much, that's why we're just including it in, right? We're gonna read 64 to 66, okay? And in order to do that, we're gonna answer these 2 questions. What has the monster learned? Also, what has the monster learned about himself? And describe the monster's mindset. I think once you sign in, find an open chair when the table's up. Okay? So, we're gonna answer these 2 questions from these 3 pages, okay? We start on page 64. We all know the drill, alright? Since we had 40, we I forgot what number I left off last time. I feel like I left off with number 1. So let's just have number 2 start, okay? Number 2 start, you guys remember text box, okay? The little comic box, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right, so to start, go ahead whenever you're ready.
Someone tapped at the door and realized my sweet dream.
Hey guys, and reminder about the whole light speed thing. No one did anything wrong. It's just I paused it there to make sure we all go at the same pace. We're all in this together, right? Hey, so we read pages 64 through 66. What has the monster learned? Specifically, he just learned something. All right, what did he learn? And what did he learn about himself? He describes himself. Okay, he describes himself. What he thinks about himself. All right, of his creation. Right. So that's one. And so two, based off of one, describe the monster's mindset. Basically, how would you describe what's in his head? Okay, does he seem like does he think highly of himself? Does he think he's a happy creature? Okay, so answer the first two questions. And raise your hand if I lost you. So again, the one is specific, the two is in your mind, describe the monster's mind. And again, raise your hand if those two questions don't make sense. And try to answer it yourself first, and then I'll give you guys some time to discuss it with your group. Make sure you guys are on the same page. Let's go back. Let's go through this. Yeah, let me see. Perfect. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Yeah, well done. So again, guys, number one, there are specific details in the book to get. Two is your opinion. Probably should have added your opinion, but I'm saying it now, so. Anyone else need help? Want me to check, make sure they got everything okay? Does anyone need more time for these first two questions? Let's see a few people typing, but we'll go another minute and a half. At this time, you guys can talk about it in groups. Make sure everyone is on the same page. Okay, this is not a quiz. So don't copy each other's answers, but you can talk about it, make sure we're okay. Oliver, I'm gonna pick on you, man. What'd you get for number one?
They learn how to talk, kind of.
Yeah.
And like empathy.
Yeah.
And then they learn to be talk. Ugly and stuff.
I mean, you're not wrong. That's his exact words. What did he say on page 65? He said, of my creator, I was absolutely ignorant. I was endued with a figure hideously deformed and loathsome. I was not even of the same nature as man. So, I mean, you're right. He describes himself as hideous. So, yeah, you're right. Kayla, what'd you get for number two? Yeah. So, yeah, you nailed it. Again, this poor guy, he doesn't think very highly of himself. Okay? The whole world thinks he's ugly and worthless, and so does he. He thinks he is just, he's worthless. So he does not have a very good mindset. You could say he doesn't have a healthy mindset. You could say he was depressed. You could say he did not think very highly of himself. Again, Questions like number 2, it's kind of hard to get wrong, because as long as you read it, you probably go, yeah, this guy, he's not a very positive person. He's pretty cynical. Okay. All right. Okay, so 3 is describe the history of the DeLacy family. On pages 67, we're going to read 67 to 68. The family he's watching, they're called the DeLacy family. He's going to give you some background information about who these people are. Okay? So this is more of just describing in details this family's history. Okay? So look for details about that. That's going to be number 3. So again, 67 to 68. Whoever left off reading last time, just pick it up from there. Again, go text box at a time. All right? All right, go ahead. Okay, so it sounds like we're done. Hey, just again, remember with Lightspeed, everything gets unlocked once I do it, but sometimes it stays frozen, so hit the go back button if your document is open back up. Okay, so 3 is describe the history of the DeLacy family. You don't need, you just read a lot of random information about this family. You don't need to give me everything, okay? Just give me something, all right, about why the DeLacy family's in the situation that they were in, okay? Like, who is the Arabian? Who is Safi, okay? Why are they in the situation that they're in? Just give me some details about the DeLacy family, okay? Just something that will help us remember who this family is. Again, character development, who they are. And we've read that they are happy but also sad. Maybe explain why they are sad. And raise your hand if you have no idea what I'm talking about. Because I know that was a lot. And I know this reading isn't the most easy to read. Another minute up on the board. I think it's that table, but work with it. Oh, yeah. Hey, does anyone, there's 20 seconds left on the timer, does anyone need more time? 1 to 3? Yeah? Okay. No problem. Again, raise your hand if you have no idea where to look. That was a lot of information, so don't feel bad if you're stuck. So, just not entirely sure I'd like to summarize them. Or, so which question?
How do you start? Because from what I understand, it's kind of not rough of the road.
Yeah, got it right. So, given you gave the right answer, I would like to say, Lillian, could you share what you wrote?
I said the Lacy family and their current situation due to being robbed of their wealth because of their religion and belief.
So, yes. So basically the son, Felix, fell in love with the daughter of a Turkish merchant, okay? And because of his religion, he was thrown into jail, all right? And because of his support of them, all right, Felix was deprived of his wealth and his rank, and pretty much the merchant told his daughter, Safi, to never see him again, okay? So basically, they were once a wealthy family, but because of collaboration with someone not from the same country as them, they lost all their money. So they're a happy family, they love each other, but they lost all their money. So again, that matches what we learned about them. They are happy, yet sad. And Felix, especially because he lost the love of his life. But she came back, right? So that's the history of the Lacy family in a nutshell, okay? Again, that wasn't easy, I know, that was a lot, okay? And it kind of only makes sense if we remember their history of being a happy, sad family, right? But you guys did well. Okay. So 4, we were honestly gonna get the answer to 4 almost immediately on page 69. But to keep with, you know what? Yeah, just read page 69, okay? Whoever left off last, just read page 69 to answer number 4. How does the monster compare itself with Adam? Okay? So, answer number 4 by reading page 69. Go ahead.
In the paradise lost, I read it and read the other poems as introduced and every was wondered all and kind of he had come forth from the hands of
Or say oh, sorry, that's me. Hey, sounds like we're done. We're actually gonna answer 2 questions, alright? So, 4 and 5. How does the monster compare itself with Adam? I made an oopsie. I meant to write compare and contrast with Adam, because if you read at the top of page 69, again, you guys read it immediately, there's a similarity he has with Adam, but then he talks about how he's different from Adam, okay? So give both those details for number 4. And then 5, why is the monster angry at Frankenstein? Again, you can see how angry he looks at the bottom of the page, right? So 4 and 5 should be pretty straightforward to answer, okay? about a minute and a half left on the timer. Does anyone need that extra time, or are we good to move on? No objections, no objections. Okay, we'll stop right there. Because we're pressed for time, we're not gonna get answers for 4 and 5, but I'll just get one for 4. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're good. I think you get 4. I'll put you right. Yeah. Okay. So if you didn't hear what Isaac said, he basically said he still had appearance like like Adam. I was permanently united by no link to any other being in existence. He came forth from the hands of God, a perfect creature, happy and prosperous. But I was wretched, helpless, and alone. Many times I considered Satan is a fitter emblem for my condition. Okay, so basically he's saying, yeah, I was created, right, by the hands of God, Frankenstein, but I was wretched, helpless, and alone. Okay, so that was 4 and 5. Honestly, you probably got the answer for 5 as well. Why is the monster angry at Frankenstein? Okay, so again, I discussed more about. I want to make sure we get as far as we can. Okay. All right. So 6. Some of you guys already started writing even without reading. Okay. But we're gonna take care of 6 anyways. 6 is, why do you think the monster only approached the old man? Okay. We're gonna read pages 70 and 71. Okay. So remember this whole family. Okay. We talked about them. Talked about Felix. This is the father, the old man. Why does he only approach the old man? That's what we're gonna answer for 6. Okay. So read 70 to 71. Whoever left off last time, go ahead. Guys, 1 second. So, it's a thinking question, alright? Why do you think the monster only approached the old man? Okay? And yes, it is thinking, but there is a pretty straightforward answer based on what you just read, okay? Yeah, the internet should be open. If it's not, hit the go back button, okay? So 6, why do you think the monster only approached the old man? Now again, I really gotta get better about phrasing these questions. Explain why. Don't just give the answer, explain why you think this. Well, except for the other classes. I don't think we need as much time, because again, I feel like that there should be a pretty straightforward answer for that. Hey, did you get 6? What's your answer? Nailed it. Hey, the old man was blind, okay? From what we've established, the only thing wrong with the monster is he's ugly, alright? Or scary looking, however you want to say it. It sounds messed up, but that's, hey, I didn't write the book, but that's what it is, okay? So the old man was blind. Okay, so he knew he wouldn't judge him, okay? And he doesn't, okay? From their conversation, it's pretty formal, okay? They're getting along. Which again, is kind of heartbreaking. Like if everyone was didn't judge based on appearances, okay? So it's kind of sad, all right? Hey, we're gonna have one more reading session, then I'm gonna turn you guys loose to do whatever you can, because I know we're running out of time, okay? Hey, so for 7, describe the events you just read. Do you think the monster's anger is reasonable, okay? So that's the last one we're going to read together. Read 72 and 73. Okay? That's going to be our last group reading session together. And then we're going to call it good for the day. All right? So read 72 and 73. Go ahead. Yeah, you stop. Oh, stop the page 73 at that bottom. Yeah. So, I don't hear much more reading. Hey, so as a ticket, at the very least, get 7 done. Okay, describe the events you just read. Do you think the monster's anger is reasonable? Okay, so first part, that is specific. Explain what happened. Then the second part is your opinion. Do you think that that monster's anger is reasonable? That is the requirement for today. If you get done with that, feel free to move on. We have about maybe 5 minutes left, okay? 5 minutes left, but make sure you get 7 done, at least. Again, I appreciate everyone's work today. We got pretty far. Okay. So again, we did good work today. This is gonna stay open. We'll finish it tomorrow. If you can find a PDF online, by all means. I think I found one to share with all of you, so you can do this from home. But I'll experiment with it, and then I'll send it tomorrow, if you think, okay? Okay, but pretty much, events we just read, okay, family found out, freaked out, they beat him and chased him off the house, okay? And then they left him. So the monster, overcome with rage, he burns the house down. And so, do you think the monster's anger is reasonable? Well, that's up to you as the reader, okay? Hey, but you guys did well. You're more than welcome to pack up, and again, stay where you're at. Don't crowd the door.